Welcome to my second vlog about professionalism in the early years. In this vlog, I would like to discuss professional identity. Sachs describes two identity types, the entrepreneurial identity and the activist identity. I consider myself as having an activist type of identity. This identity is described as one in which collaborative cultures are an integral part of the teacher's work practice. Beijaard describes a teacher's professional identity as coming from the way you think and your social background. In other words, people develop their identity through interactions with other people, but express their professional identity in their perceptions of who they are and who they want to become. When I started work in nursery, although having my level 3 in children's care, learning and development, I still doubted my own professionalism. The role required me to become fully responsible for a key person group. This involved making observations with the use of the Developed Matters document. Each observation was assessed to decide the next steps required to further enhance the child's learning and development, as well as informing future planning ideas. As well as working and liaising with other professionals such as early help and health visitors and speech and language, one of the most important aspects includes forging good parent partnerships, as this can significantly improve children's life chances and thus maximise the children's learning and development. There's been significant research in the importance of parent-school partnerships. The effective provision of preschool education study found that it did not matter about the parents' education as long as children had quality home learning environment and regular engagement in activities with parents. However, this can be challenging as some parents may find it difficult to engage due to either work commitments or being from a background which hinders or challenges engaging with their children's education. The Early Years Foundation Stage document states that a child's key person should build relationships with parents to keep them up to date with their child's progress. This is done through sharing observations and assessments with parents and inviting them to share their own observations of their child at home. We do this through wow moment slips that parents fill in and bring into class for us to celebrate and share as a group. Later, the wow moments are filed into the child's learning journey. To support parents to understand the early years curriculum, each family is given a copy of the What to Expect When document, which simplifies the early years curriculum and supports parents with ideas on how children's learning and development can be supported at home. I make myself available to talk to parents each day informally. However, I also arrange more formal parents' meetings to discuss my key children's targets. Prior to completing my degree, I felt self-conscious about this, as I felt that parents and other professionals would rather speak to the class teacher than myself. However, since completing my degree, I have become more confident within nursery and have taken on other roles and responsibilities. Using the experience I have gained working in a nursery which caters for children from the age of 2 and in some cases nearly 5 years old, I have been able to support colleagues prepare for job interviews in other foundation units, understand the importance of differentiating activities to support the large age difference. I'm now developing the foundation playground as the outside learning coordinator. The main skill I have acquired in this role is managing and obtaining budgets. When I was first given the role, there was no budget to improve the outside area. In 2016, Ofsted had highlighted the outdoor area as a problem, so the head had spent the outside budget on new fencing and a cluster project by the Early Excellence. The project works on the same principles of Dewey and Montessori, that children learn through reflection and problem solving, and by actually doing and exploring using real-life equipment, such as crates and poles. Children are given the responsibility of their own learning. The adult's role is to support the children to solve problems, carry out a task, or reach a goal which is further than their capabilities through sustained shared thinking, thus scaffolding the children's learning, as discussed by both Vygotsky and Brunner. However, the cluster project was a one-year programme, and the equipment supplied through attending the course did not arrive until 6 months into the project, so it was not a quick fix. This meant I had to become resourceful with ideas to improve the area. I did this by sourcing equipment from the local children's centre that had recently closed on site. I enlisted the help of my own family and got the children's parents' help to prepare the site and make resources from old pallets and donations. My understanding of how school budgets work has improved, and I am now aware on how to tap into other budgets within school to extend the limited budget I get each year to develop and maintain the outside area. For example, measuring jugs, scales, etc. for the mud kitchen now come out of the maths budget, and sports equipment such as bats and balls come from the school's sports budget. Leading the cluster project required me to share ideas learned on the project with other colleagues, the senior leadership team, and the governors. Often, time spent outside was seen as simply playing or letting off steam. Both Macmillan and Isaacs identified the importance of outdoor play. Macmillan stressed the link between health and exercise, and Isaacs identified how the outside allowed for gross motor skills development. So on reflection, I see my professional identity as the way you act towards parents, colleagues and students, your appearance, the personal development you engage in, and your general attitude. These attributes obviously influence the way others perceive your professionalism. Thank you for listening.